Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Arbitration Studios as we traipse across the Milky Way galaxy and the whole damn thing of the Mass Effect trilogy. I'm JP Arbiter.
I'm Captain Jack.
And the elusive man has bought for us an asset, and we have to take delivery. This should be a quick little 5-minute in and out for a very, very interesting character. Actually, I'd say the most interesting character in the Mass Effect trilogy in terms of...
Yeah. No, I don't disagree. I think that Jack is. I would have liked to see more of Jack, but I think that the potential there is the highest for interestingness. I think that it's, in some cases it's kind of a missed potential.
Why do people keep insisting on trying to make us relinquish our weapons?
I don't know.
Every time that happens, I'm going to be pulling a gun on them.
Now, I will admit I'm perfectly fine relinquishing my bullets straight at them at full velocity.
I'll relinquish one bullet. Where do you want it?
And here's one of those situations where I get that it's on rails for a reason, but I really wish that it wasn't, and that you could go off rails and just shoot this guy. Because the very first time I played this game, I immediately took a disliking to this person. He immediately...
Well, this whole situation, I mean, it's bad enough that, prisons, for-profit prisons exist, at least in the United States. But, this plays off of some of the great sci-fi epics. I mean, multiple episodes of both The Twilight Zone and The Outer Limits touch on this. There's a great movie with Christopher Lambert called Fortress.
Yes.
That has a very similar extreme removal of society sort of development or storyline to it. So it's just like, hi, we've got a prison in the middle of a space station.
That, I think, overall...
And this guy is in charge.
But
let's talk about a recipe for corruption here.
It's this guy. Because this guy reminds me of, like, every corrupt manager within all of sci-fi, within all of, really, storytelling in general. And like, right away... that this guy's a sleazeball.
Well, I mean, first off, he's Blue Suns. I actually did this mission twice. Zaid has nothing special to say about this character, which was why I replayed it with who I thought was the most effective. We're here because we're in charge, and we're here to collect an asset.
Right.
Situation,
absolutely.
Which is Garrison Miranda, the executive officer, and again the gunnery sergeant.
I would not have gone with Miranda because
she's a Cerberus rep. She controls the money.
Because I hate humans. Just in general. Just for realsies. But no, I think. Honestly, and I joke, but I don't think that there is anything intrinsically wrong with it.
And yeah, here's the thing where it's like, yeah, he just flat out admitted he is corrupt as hell by saying, hey, if people don't pay their taxes, I'll just release a prisoner back where they came from whenever I want, wherever I want. It's just like, oh, you're just asking for like
a bullet.
Yeah,
to the noggin.
Yeah, for
repeatedly until all that's left is a melon-shaped hole.
It's just like
sorry.
Yeah, the God of War trilogy, the original trilogy, the Hellenic trilogy, not the Nordic trilogy.
Right.
Well, actually, it's only a duology for the Nordic one, I guess.
For now.
Although, frankly, I think they need to go to Egypt.
I don't disagree.
Or that or Japan.
I don't disagree.
Can you imagine Christopher Judge just tearing apart Japan?
I just want to see Christopher Judge work. I think he's a fantastic performer in general.
So anyway, so where was I at?
Oh, here we are beating a prisoner.
At the conclusion of the God of War trilogy, when Kratos finally has Zeus subdued and is just taking out his vengeance on him, and you tap the shoulder buttons repeatedly to punch him in the face, and you keep going until eventually the screen is smeared with blood, and there's no prompt to stop. You just keep going. I was clicking those buttons waiting for the prompt to stop for about 3 minutes before I realized, wait a second, and then let go, and then realized that, oh yeah, they're no head there anymore.
Yeah. And here we have the situation where they're beating a prisoner.
To what effect?
Yeah.
Prisoner attacks a guard, but all bets are off at that point.
Well, right, of course.
At that point, he's lucky if he comes out of that encounter alive. But to extract information,
you're never going to get
David Petraeus, who's not a saint of an officer in the military by any stretch of the imagination, but when he found out about the enhanced interrogation techniques, he did the right thing in that he was threatened to resign and right up there, and I think he said, I can get more done.
That was not Petraeus.
I thought that was Petraeus.
No, that was another very famous and less problematic general. That would have been General Mattis.
I can get more done with a pack of cigarettes than a
12-pack. Yeah, than a beating. And I think it was a 12-pack. It might have been a cup of coffee. But he, the
Petraeus, Petraeus has a colored history. Don't get me wrong, but he was never, it's the whole, is your history colored or are you corrupt?
No, but it's the General Mattis quote, and I do believe that it is from General Mattis. I think that, or actually,
someone's going to put in the comments that we're both wrong.
Probably, I believe that it was. I think he said it when he was Secretary Mattis, and I think that. I think that it holds true, even if he didn't say it, even if it was totally somebody else.
Yeah,
it is something that totally holds true. Now, this is one of those times where talking to everybody that you can talk to is just fun. You get some wacky responses.
The clearly mentally deranged prisoner who honestly is so deranged that he probably needs to be in a place like this.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there is such a thing as needing to put someone in a hole and throw away the hole.
Oh, and here we have...
Oh, right there. Yep, I go back and I focus on it. This is the big hint that things are not going to go the way that I expect them to. Unless you're a cynic like me and you totally expect it.
Yeah, I expected it right from the first time I played. I expected it right from the beginning. And here we have the sudden but inevitable betrayal.
To quote Mr. Torg in Borderlands 2, is that just me or is he totally gonna betray the boop out of you?
Yeah, I mean, look, it is. We knew it was coming, and now everybody has to do it.
Let's call this what it is. All right, when you are engaged in a form of slavery, and this is, and yes, for-profit prisons are a form of slavery. No, I will not be taking questions on this. Everyone is a potential asset.
And everybody is a target.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I am going to give... I am not a racist. I do not hate Batarians because they are four-eyed beasts with no nose. No. I hate them because of their...
you love Krogan because they are four-testicle beasts with a giant hump on their back.
Exactly. I am not... No. I am just against slavery in every single form possible. And, okay, I say that, but there is, if it is, if...
Actually, right here, I did recruit Kasumi between Garrus and this because I'm using the Casa Locust.
Ah, yes.
That's the giveaway.
Yeah, the only decent submachine gun in this game, in my opinion.
The Tempest is okay, but the problem with the Tempest is that you get it so much later than it would actually be handy.
Indeed.
So yeah, I'll take my little mini suppressed MP5 here.
Yeah, I mean it is that was one thing that I was not a fan of in this game was the lack of weaponry.
Well, or weaponry being locked off, and particularly, like, everyone should be able to handle an Avenger. rifle. That should have been
from the get-go, because all of the cutscenes have you with an Avenger.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just one of those deals where it's like,
in Mass Effect 1, they didn't lock you to an Avenger because very rarely would you be like, you were shown more often with a pistol than anything.
Very true. This guy, I don't know what this guy was thinking. He's just going to stand there and shoot. I mean, that was just...
That should have been one of those things like the warehouse workers in the in the Citadel, where it's just like, I just killed a dozen people to get to here, and you're going to stop me?
Yeah,
Go
exactly.
fuck yourself.
Get off. Go off.
I just realized, too, that the recording time of the actual gameplay here is exactly 20 minutes. That's nice.
That's nice. Nice little, I mean,
I couldn't have timed that better.
Indeed. And here we have
Jack.
Demolition Man.
So
I'm sorry, Jack.
So that was a good movie.
That was a fantastic movie.
Anyway, so I love that every aspect of Jack, of her character design, tells a story.
Indeed.
To it. I mean, she is, until I switch over things for family-friendly ratingness sake. She wanders around shirtless with just belts to keep everything locked and loaded. The tattoos all tell some sort of story. There's actually some great another facing lock thing. And it fixed right there.
Very good.
She shaves her head in this case because she doesn't care about like body image or whatnot. Same reason why she's. I think she wanders around shirtless by choice because it's off-putting to people.
Yeah, I think a lot of the character is designed to be off-putting on purpose. And when you meet her again later on, and she's kind of, she's a teacher, and we'll go into that, and that's from Mass Effect 3. But I think that in this first meeting with her, she very much wants to be, to put people off, or to kill them. And in general, it's just to kill them. Which, I mean, having met people, I can't blame her.
Yeah. Well, even the aliens are bastards.
Indeed. Even the aliens are bastards.
Yeah.
Here we have another mech.
The thing that I don't appreciate, though, and this is where the interface between storytelling and gameplay meet.
Yeah.
We're introduced to Jack, and she rips apart 3 of these fucking things.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
In the same amount of time it takes for me to ready, aim, and fire off a fart. And then when we get her gameplay wise, in 2, she's okay.
Yeah.
Then she's. And then, we don't get to play with her at all in 3, unless we are putzing around in the arenas of the Citadel, in which case, much more powerful.
Yeah, I mean, I keep her in the basement when I play through. It's just kind of where she ends up is down in the basement.
She likes the basement.
I didn't say she didn't. I'm not, I'm just saying.
I mean, she's definitely, she likes to play all dumb, but what she really is a power bottom.
Yeah.
She will control you and tell you how to do things.
Yeah, no, I mean, she's Jack. She's fun. It's a great kind of character. Yeah, it's just with a whole cast of really, honestly good characters. She just really is not my go-to.
She's outside of Shepard herself. If you've selected her to have biotic abilities like we have in this case, she is the most potent biotic you have.
Oh yeah, but if I want a biotic, I'm probably going to go with Samara.
Yeah, and even Samara's biotic abilities are weird.
Well, Samara in general is kind of weird. Yeah, especially on a party full of reprobates like we are, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but Samara...
No matter how good of a character I play, I'm always a reprobate.
Yeah, and Samara, keep in mind, I at one point I postulated that the entire cast of characters is Renegade, and I'm sure, Samara's a Justicar. She can't be a Renegade. No, Samara is hard on the lawful evil scale of things. The law is the law no matter what. There is no context for mercy. That was awesome.
I love, so when they first invented and brought out ragdoll physics, I fell in love with it, and it's just, to me, so amusing to see how, the things that are happening.
People lose control of their muscle.
and they twitch and they float and they, get thrown all over the place and that sort of thing. And say what you want, but I'm a fan.
I'll tell you what. This place is going down. If you want to keep fighting, be my guest. We're out of here.
Deuces. We out, y'all.
And here we go.
I actually
Cobra Commander is going to take time out of his day to try and justify himself to us.
I know, right? And it's like,
dude, you're Cobra Commander. You're
the bad guy. You don't need to justify yourself. I mean, it's not like you're Doom or something. It's not like you're even a big important bad guy. You know?
That's what I like about the game Doom. It doesn't justify itself.
No.
The Doom 2016, Doom Eternal, the story almost happens around you, and your avatar, the player character, clearly doesn't give a shit.
I in no way, shape, or form disagree with a situation where the player doesn't care, and I'm not talking about the player not caring, but the character that you are playing doesn't care about the motivations of the enemy.
We talk about locking on. Here's this thing I'm supposed to destroy, and I can't have my companions target it, and I can't. My powers don't zero in on it, and it's a great big piece of shit. So I have to hard. And then I arc it, and then I miss. I hit the thing, but I miss somehow. There you go, Garrus. Cool. Now let's kill Cobra Commander.
And again, because I usually play sniper, he dies really quick once those shields go down. And really, regardless of what you're playing, the shields are the only interesting part of this fight.
Yeah, and he just got a concussion warp sandwich to the face. Jack again shows how awesome she could be if it were not for the restraints of gameplay.
Indeed. Jack, that's not a real great idea.
That is... cracking windows is bad.
Jack, I don't want to question your motives. I'm not going to question your trauma.
I do.
But I do want to remind you that...
and this is a great showing of trauma right there, where it's just like she sees the Cerberus symbol, and it's just like all sense of what her purpose was goes out the window as she flails about.
Yep. But please don't violently decompress us.
And there's my favorite line in the game.
It's a good line. Jack has great lines.
Mm-hmm.
Jack's a great character. I wish she was fleshed out a little bit more, and I wish she got her a little bit more.
Do you think I'm stupid? Yes.
To be fair, I automatically assume everybody's stupid. It just saves time. But yeah, Jack is. If I don't,
there's a piece of work. There's no other way to describe it.
Jack is one of those ones where I kind of regret that you can only have two companions.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I could have a third, Jack would be my third.
Oh yeah.
But she's never going to be my first or second.
That's always a problem with her. Anyway, we're going to be let's let the video finish up here. We're going to take a break, and when we come back in our next episode, we got one more of our initial set that we got to collect. So, see ya.
Deuces.
I could not have timed that better.
Jack. I'm Miranda, Shepard's second in command. On this ship, we follow orders.
Tell the Cerberus cheerleader to back off, Shepard. I'm here because of our deal.
Miranda will let you into the system. Let me know what you find.
Hear that, Precious? We're going to be friends. You, me, and every embarrassing little secret. I'll be reading down in the hold, or somewhere near the bottom. I don't like a lot of through traffic. Keep your people off me. Better that way.